There's this misconception that if you come to therapy, all the therapists and you are going to do is blame your parents, blame your mom, blame your dad, or blame the people that took care of you. And I got to tell you guys, something that I tell my clients is this is meant to process some of your experiences. What this is not going to be is a parent bashing session, or get this, a character bashing session, because that does zero for you. It does zero for me. So for the two of us to sit here and just bash on another person, it it goes nowhere. And in fact, it can actually cause more damage. So the point of therapy is mental health, getting your emotions healthy, your mentality healthy, the way you look at relationships healthy. How can we do that when a parent has hurt us, a family member has hurt us, and we want to see it in a way that's authentic and accurate? Here's one of my favorite ways to explain how we're going to address some of those tough moments that really did happen, whether we were kids or teenagers or even in adulthood. So I want you to imagine for me that I'm on the highway and it's 5 in the afternoon and it's completely blocked traffic. We're at a standstill. And the driver next to me gives me the finger. And I say, wow, that's an aggressive gesture. And you're in the car with me, and your response is, well, Fabian, you don't know who he is. You don't know what he's going through. You don't know his life. You don't know where he's coming or where he's going. For all we know, I mean, he could be a pastor, teacher of the year. He could be the kindest person in the world. And that could be very legit. And I'll say, you know what? You're probably right because we're just guessing. But I'm not talking about the person inside the car. You see that finger hanging outside of the car? That finger, I know what that finger is. That's an aggressive finger. And that's what we need to look at times. There is a difference between the gesture in the moment and the character of the person. And so in therapy, we process the gesture from people that had great characters but had a terrible moment with us. So it is possible. Your parents were great. They were awesome. They took care of you. They protected you. They provided. They always came home. They didn't do drugs. They didn't do all this stuff. And yet they still may have had an aggressive gesture where in a moment of loss of control that's out of their character, they called us names. They belittled us. They hit us. At a moment of weakness, they criticized us. They made us feel small. They made us feel stupid. Somehow wounded us. And that we need to look at the wound, at the gesture, the thing that happened in the heat of the moment without attacking their character. And then we'll say, this is what happened to you. And this is how you reacted to it. If a parent who's loving and caring and awesome, and they lose their patience and they go, what are you, an idiot? What are you so stupid? And that 2-second moment sticks with us for 20, 30, 40 years. It's because it was that gesture that stuck with us. What about us? Let's see this in reverse. If someone is telling us that we hurt them, look how quickly we start to defend our character. I'm not a bad guy. I'm not a jerk. I'm not abusive. I'm not going out there clubbing every night. I'm not drinking. I'm not doing all these drugs. Like, hey, I'm a hard worker. I'm a good man. And we completely miss the repair in the relationship, where many times we're not talking about your character. If my wife is coming to me saying something that hurt her, if I immediately want to defend my character, I'm going to completely miss the wound that may have been caused, where I could have been really distracted with the kids, really distracted with all that's going on, and she felt ignored, and she says, hey, I'm really hurt because I was sharing something important with you and you seem distracted. Right there, I have a choice to go, hey, I'm not a bad guy here. Hey, I'm not doing anything wrong. And so now I'm defending my character. Or in that moment, I need to own my gesture and say, you know what? You're right. I was distracted. I was not giving you my full attention. You're absolutely right. I did that. And now the both of us are talking about the gesture, not my character. There, when we address the gestures that we have done, we can actually do some healing. For some of you, you want to repair some of your relationships. It's important to separate the character and the gestures. There's definitely deeper areas of this topic that we can get into, such as, well, if they do enough gestures, doesn't that point to their character? It could, but that's for a whole different theme and topic, okay? Thank you all for watching. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Until next time, I wish you all good mental health. Peace.